Forza Horizon 6 just released a video on the customizable garages, which aren't walkable, but they're still pretty cool. And of course, they also give us some more information on car customization. So in today's video, let's take a look at all of this information for Forza Horizon 6. So first, livery editor. Now this has been improved for Forza Horizon 6, starting off with actual window stickers. So now this makes your liveries a lot more easy to create full livery kits and even window banners, rare window banners. It's something that the car community has done. Even in my car back in Canada, I had window stickers on the back of like companies and logos. So this is really cool, and I think it definitely goes a long way to have window stickers in a game for the livery editor. But one of the biggest changes for Forza Horizon 6 is Forza Aero, because now each vehicle is going to have its bespoke front splitter and bespoke rear wing that can match the vehicle basically based on its actual body. For example, here you can see the Toyota GR86. This splitter definitely matches it compared to what you would expect to see in Forza Horizon 5, where it's just a regular splitter. Now it actually matches the curve and design of the front bumper. You also mentioned that stuff like the canards are a lot more improved and stuff like that. And of course, the rear wing, we saw a gooseneck wing design for this. Not really too certain on the additional details regarding what Forza Aero wings will look like and goosenecks or regular spoilers, because for this car, without a body kit, a gooseneck might look kind of crazy, and I think people would prefer a regular Forza Aero wing. But it's hard to tell without knowing all of the actual customization options for the vehicles when we see the game release. But so far, it is an improvement to Forza Aero. They also mentioned that the canards will be much more improved and modeled to blend with the body. Then you also see some rim stuff here, so Advan, of course, but I think we were already expected. Forza already has a lot of rim options, so not much more details on that. But here, the Forza Aero, we're going to take a look at what it looks like on the Acura. And here you can see it actually does look a lot more well molded to the body. But again, it would be nice if we had that style wing available for the GR86. Again, still hard to tell exactly how it's going to work, but nonetheless, an improvement. But backtracking a bit, we can also talk about how they've improved the painting system in Forza Horizon 6. Of course, a little bit of a small feature, but a good touch is you can repaint your tow hook. I mean, cool. Of course, not a game-breaking change, but they've done some improvements to the actual aero stuff as well. So repainting the struts, the wing planes. So it's definitely a lot more improved. Bro, those end plates are killing me, bro. That is the... For sure, you could have had a better design end plate, but it's okay. Maybe in the future we can have customizable end plates. But the fact that you can now repaint all of these aero options is really good. So happy to see that improved for Forza Horizon 6 as well. Now let's talk about rims, because they've improved that as well. There's going to be over 100 rims available, and you can change rims depending on the front and the rear of the vehicle as well. And they do also have motorcycle engine swaps for K cars as well, which a little bit random, but that's the topic they decided to throw in there when talking about new rims. Of course, the other cool thing about tires is they did redesign the actual tire design, and they also mentioned that it does go hand in hand with the tire wear system, which we saw a little bit earlier, I think probably for the launch of the game, if I remember correctly. Sorry, not the launch of the game, the very first gameplay video that we saw. Now let's talk about Forza Edition vehicles, because this has been massively improved from the previous Forza Horizon 5 game. Now, obviously, you have the Mazda, which was showcased quite a few times in the previous marketing materials. That crazy V8 slapped inside, I assume it's a V8, but crazy V8 engine slapped inside of the Miata, which you've seen a couple of times in real life as well. I've seen this type of build everywhere in the car community. But you also got stuff like this. Like, guys, crazy turbo. Bro, this is as Forza Horizon edition car as you could possibly get, with a turbo slapped to replace the actual lights. But the details of this are actually pretty crazy. You guys can see a single seat, you got the drift handbrake, they got the whole thing there. And the actual, what I will give them like really good credits on in terms of car modeling was the design of the wing. It actually makes sense. It's not like an impossible slapped onto the vehicle by glue. If you here, as you can see, they open up the back. Well, first off, you see the engine and all that, but they actually modeled the entire frame of this, and the frame makes sense. And take this from a aerospace guy and also who worked on vehicles and tubing. This actually makes sense from, well, I can't tell the top, but it makes sense from an actual structural way. So they've put a lot of thought into that. And when you take off the hood, you can see all the details of the car, from the intercooler to the turbo piping. Honestly, they've done pretty good with the whole car modeling of these Forza Edition vehicles. They also have a Forza Edition Mazda RX-3, which you guys can see here. Pretty cool. But to summarize all of this really quickly, so you got 100 new rims, well, 100 plus new rims. You got new headlights and taillight refractions, motorbike engine stops for key cars, bespoke license plates for key cars, new paintable tow hooks, new wide body kits, bespoke Forza aero for every car, new paintable Forza wings, new paint materials as well, so low and high flake, glitter and candy, Forza Edition cars, which are new, of course, new ones, of course, and redesigned tread pattern and tire wear, and different rims for the front and rear. But now, customizable garages, which there's a smile on my face because, well, first off, some of y'all overhyped this because, and I don't, bro, I knew it shouldn't have been overhyped because as a Forza Horizon player, you don't need a insane level of socializing and everything for garages, but let's talk about it because it's still a pretty cool feature. So the gameplay first of this screen, so you guys can see a couple of things. There's customized garage, view garage, browse and manage, display cars, and visitor permission. Now, of course, visitor permission means you can invite your friends to the garage, but I have to tell you right now, it is not walkable garages. So you can't walk around. It's essentially a Forza Vista, but in a garage form. And I'll explain this later as we go through all the gameplay. So there's going to be 8 houses in Forza Horizon 6. Now, you can't go inside your house. When you pull up to your house, you just go straight into your garage. You can't walk around your house or anything. It's just your garage. But this part is pretty cool. So as you guys can see, essentially, when you want to place your vehicle, you guys can see 2 things here. Well, one, there's a character placement just a little bit behind this, but here is where you can place your car. Now, in the beginning of the game, you can only place 1 car, but as you progress through the game, you have the ability to store more vehicles in your garage. I'm not sure if there's a maximum, but maybe it depends on how much space you have in your garage. But yeah, you only can do 1 in the beginning. But here's the thing, with that being said, you only have Forza Vista availability for 1 vehicle in your garage. What that means is that to open the doors and, you know, open the hood and whatever, check inside the car, you can only do that for 1 car in your garage. All the other vehicles you add after that 1 car are static models, so you can't use Forza Vista on them. It means if you want to swap the car between Forza Vista, you have to swap the car in the primary position, which is this larger circle, because your camera needs to rotate around it, basically. So you guys can see that there's plastic containers and tables you can place down. It's like The Sims, slightly like that, where you can place objects, stamp it, rotate it, you know, really customize it to your own liking. Of course, when you purchase these objects and say if you want to refund them, you get the full price back, but all these do cost money. So if you want to go crazy on your customization, you're gonna have to afford the ability to customize it to your liking as such. But this is the character placement thing. So you guys can see it shows your default camera, but essentially you can place your character wherever you want in your garage, and imagine it as a event lab. I mean, this is really just an event lab. You even have sofas and stuff as well, but it's essentially an event lab, but in Forza Vista form. You can also share these with other players, which is really cool. Now, this is what I was talking about for the actual vehicles outside of your main car, because as you can see, there's no camera placement, which means that these are static models. They don't have the Forza Vista thing. They just plop the car down there and you don't have access to it to like open the doors, but still, nonetheless, it's a cool feature to have, and you can have free range over where your cars are placed. And you can see that you need to unlock more to actually have the ability for that. But for your garage, you can see that you have a certain value, edit poster, edit tags, description, name, share state, etc. Select display cars as well for that. Again, really cool to see how it works. Here you can see they're placing down the Honda Civic. We're gonna see it just here. And then this part is where you can actually not walk around, but free cam. So here's the thing. When you invite your friends, or when your friends want to see your garage, you all see the same thing. Essentially, you see the character wherever it's placed, see the cars wherever it's placed, but you can't see each other and you can't interact with each other. That's exactly how it's going to be. And honestly, I don't think Forza is going to change that. They don't need to change that, guys. This is already a massive step for a Forza Horizon game, but it's a cool feature nonetheless. And again, a free cam option, not really walking around, but here you can take your picture, and honestly, you can get some really cool pictures. I think that's what a lot of people are going to use this for, taking crazy beautiful pictures of the vehicles in your own customizable garage. And this is what I was talking about for Forza Vista. So you can see you can really go crazy on Forza Vista, but it's only one vehicle that's active where you're allowed to do that as such. And there's this Lean S7 that they decided to choose for the beginning of the game. There were people who oversold this, saying it was going to be a crazy test drive, limited social feature, walking around with your friends. Honestly, I didn't expect it because it's a Forza Horizon game. They're not really gonna go in that detail. Test drive, and before I even say that, in order for racing games to succeed, each game, whether it be Motorfest, Need for Speed, Forza Horizon, Test Drive, they can succeed without having to copy what other games do and try to be everything. You know, if you try to capture all of the games like Pokemon, bro, it just won't work, because a game for everyone is a game for no one. So what really needs to happen is Forza Horizon focuses on what they do best, and their system that they have here, I think, is perfect for what Forza Horizon fans really want. I don't see them needing to upgrade it or change it, but I can still see Forza Horizon fans being really excited to have this in their game finally. A customizable garage honestly reminds me of PGR anyways, which was, funnily enough, a Microsoft game when they had garages there too. So really cool to see this in Forza Horizon 6. But other than that, I'm really excited to see Forza Horizon 6 and some more details that they'll have for us. Again, the garage customization is still nonetheless a pretty cool feature, and they've done well with it. But is it a TD replacement? It doesn't need to be. It doesn't have to be. It's pointless to be, if we're being honest here. And I really hate mentioning test drive in other games when I'm trying to talk about other games, but I already know there's going to be people in the comment section trying to bring this up, so I might as well give my opinion on it now rather than me have to go into my comment section and replies regardless. But enough of test drive. Other than that, guys, Forza Horizon 6, again, overall looked like a really fun game. I can't wait to see some more details on it. We are supposed to be getting some more information next week, which I can't remember what they said we'll see. But if you guys want to hear more Forza Horizon 6 details and of course other features next week, you already know, hit that subscribe button for more information. I'm Alex7. I'll see you guys in another video. I'm out, guys. Peace.